Great Monday morning, you all. How are you all doing? Happy Monday. This is your girl, Shan. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you all are doing well in your body, your mind. You woke up on this morning. You feeling good about the day. Texans, baby. I already know we went from 120 degree weather to 70 something degree weather. And now they're saying that it feels like it's 20 degrees outside. So that's why I'm not outside. Cause baby, it is cold. That wind is out and it is raining. I said, not today, not today. So anywho, thank y'all so much for coming in. Thank y'all for joining. Now let me go ahead and share my church announcement for tonight. Tonight, Marriage Mondays with the Kings. Listen, before I even tell y'all what we're going to be talking about, let me ask y'all something. Is it just me? Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, sunshine. Is it just me? Or are you all thinking like I'm thinking like, what in the world is going on? And I ain't even want to be watching the news like that. I ain't even want to really be on social media like that. But it's like, what is going on? Like everybody seem to be set tripping around the world. Is it just me to feel like that and think like that? So I really had to go before God and pray and say, God, like, look, I know people be tripping. Somebody may be tripping over here. Then a couple weeks later, somebody may be over here. But it seemed like everybody tripping all at once. Okay. So tonight, when I went, in the prayer, God gave me 2 pages of notes just on this topic. So tonight, what we're going to be speaking about is what is your ministry? Okay. What is your ministry? And then with that, get back in position. All right. I don't want to give it away, but what is your ministry? Get back in position. And yes, that does relate to self. That does relate to marriage, family, and community. Okay. So God very well answered my question. So tonight is 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on KRGN 98.5 FM The Rock. For those of you who listen local, 98.5. Those who listen via web, mykrgn.com. And if you want to watch the show, go to Marriage Mondays with the Kings YouTube channel. Now, this is what I want to speak about this morning. And I want the ladies to help me. And I'm also share something for the fellas. First of all, let me start off like this. Let me share with y'all. And I'm not trying to come as a Debbie Downer first thing in the morning. But y'all know things be on my mind, so I'm sharing. It is really irritating me. And I know it's been going on for years. But it's been really irritating me how it seemed like the opposite sex try to tell the other sex how they need to be acting when it comes to relationship, dating, this stupid restaurant list that's going around. Y'all know Shan was going to bring it up. I know y'all have seen it on social media. Everybody got this great debate, whatever the case may be. I don't agree with the restaurant list. I'm old school. That's why I'm married for 20 some years. I'm just saying, no knock to the lady because I don't even know who created it. But I am so tired of this stupid debate. However, to this morning's topic, what I'm going to be sharing real briefly with y'all is so this for the men and for the women, but she just want to feel like she's heard. That's what it is. She, meaning us women, want to feel like we are heard. Now, what I'm saying on this morning don't apply to every woman. Every woman is different. So don't, just lump us all in a row. Women, y'all drop y'all's comments. How do y'all feel? Whatever. I'm going to share some things y'all know that I do when it comes to my life, my marriage, being transparent in the hopes that it would help and bless some people. Now, we know women do a lot, especially in marriage, family, raising children. Women are what I like to call the backbone of the family. Now, I'm not trying to take nothing away from the guys. I got some for y'all in a minute. But women are the backbone of the family. But this is the thing. Oftentimes, now, if you got you a good woman, fellas, and I'm not trying to knock women, but come on, we know some ladies are immature. We know some ladies are selfish. It's not all about self. We know some ladies are carrying that Jezebel spirit. We know some ladies are manipulative. I'm not trying to go in on us. I'm just, it's equal opportunity. However, when you got you a good woman, when you got you a good wife, and when she set up here and she tells you something, fellas, I'm going to encourage you, my brothers. I'm going to encourage y'all men. Be attentive to what she's saying. Because a lot of times I hear men say, I'm so confused. I try to do everything she wants. I provide, I do this, I do this, I do that. Nah, when you get to talking about I, you're not listening. You are not listening. I guarantee you. Why? Because I equals self, 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 self. Okay? Now, going back to what I was saying, and ladies, y'all help me out. Don't leave me on this island by myself now. Let's go ahead and work together to school our brothers. And then, brothers, I want you to work with me to school our sisters. See, this is how we learn how to be more effective for each other, whether it be in dating, courting, as we were talking about. If you missed the show last week, listen, date, get out there and date you several people. I didn't say sleep with several people. Date you several people so you can see who's going to go to the next level of courting and then who's going to go to the next level of marriage, because it's levels to this thing, right? But when your wife tells you how she feels, and I'm not talking about a nagging, when she mentions what she like, when she mentions that she's simple, like one of the things I share with my husband, I'm not that chick. I don't need the designer bags. I don't need the red bottom shoes. I don't want none of that stuff. Cause for me, red bottoms hurt. And I'm at the age of 45 years old. I mean, my feet are still good, baby. I still be rocking them heels. But what we not gonna do is be spending all that unnecessary money. That's how I see it, cause I'm a numbers person. So if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. That's just my mindset. But I'm not taking away from the sisters. That's how you do. That's what you love. That's what you feel. That's your love language. You feel whatever, baby, that is you. I'm not taking, because see, when people get on and it hits them right here, when God allows us to be convicted by something that somebody say, let me tell you the first thing we do. Oh, she's stupid. Oh, she don't know what she's talking about. Baby, you don't even know me. Don't do that. Don't do that. So if you feel convicted in your spirit by anything that I'm saying, what I'm going to encourage you to do is take it to the Lord in prayer. Okay. Cast your grievances and your cares upon him, baby. Don't come from me. All right. God bless you. So with that being said, continuing on, listen to her. I hear men, I'm just clueless, I'm lost, this, that, and other. You know what would be amazing? To hear a man say, you know what, baby? Instead of taking it as the woman nagging, to say, you know what, baby? I wasn't raised with a father that taught me. I wasn't raised with a father in home, if that's your truth. I wasn't raised with a father who taught me how to be a husband, or who raised me up. Those were not even terms that were spoken in my home. First of all, come with your truth. Don't come with, she's always nagging, she's always complaining. Because 9 times out of 10, if she a good woman, and you know she a good woman, because if she wasn't a good woman, you wouldn't put a ring on her finger. But if you put a ring on her finger, she wasn't a good woman, then eat that too. Eat that too, bruh. Okay? Take on that too. You messed up. I did. That's when you talk about I. But anyway, I digress. So, listen to her. She will tell you what she like. She will tell you what she wants. She will tell you how she wanted to be in the bedroom. This, for grown folks or whatever. Quit trying to do for her what you think she wants, or ultimately you saying you doing it for her, but it's actually you doing it for you. Okay. Because men can be very manipulative as well. Husbands can be very manipulative and drama filled with your man time of the month, as my homegirl has coined it, your myriad. Okay. As well. So let's just keep it honest. Listen to what she's saying. Now I'm going to give a good example to this. I'm going to give a old school example, and I'm going to give a modern day example to try to make it plain. So how many of y'all used to watch Martin back in the day, right? Martin Lawrence, Martin, Gina, Pam, Tommy Cole. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That show still go hard in the 2023. However, there was a particular episode where Gina was talking to Martin, and she was talking about how, when she was growing up with her grandmother and the time that she used to spend with her grandmother and what she liked. Now, if y'all remember that episode, what did she say that was really significant and connecting to her grandmother? Let me fast forward. I'll give y'all the answer in a minute. So going on with the show, it was their anniversary, and Martin forgot that it was their anniversary. Gina was happy. She made all the plans. She did all the things, whatever the case may be, to celebrate their anniversary. And so Martin leaves. He tricks Gina. Oh, I got your gift in the car. I got your gift in the car. Y'all remember? Baby, listen, me and my household watch Martin like it's brand new. You hear me? I've been watching this since I was in high school, okay? However, I got your gift in the car, whatever. Well, what he do is he goes to a shop and scrounge and tries to find a gift to make it seem like he didn't forget. The thing was, he came across this gift that he seen. It wasn't a traditional gift. It was just an item that was in the store, and he brought it back to Gina. So when Gina opened it up, she flipped out. She acted a fool. Oh my God, baby, you remember you were listening to me. That's why I'm saying this whole situation. You were listening to me. She opened up the gift, and if y'all remember, it was a footstool. And that's what connected her to her grandmother. But the key words that she said, you listen to me. Women, especially when they bust their behind, they doing for their family, they doing for their children, they doing for you, sir. They just want to feel like they are heard. One of the things that my husband, and I'm not going to lie, he is really good at this. He is really good, maybe not in every aspect because we're not perfect, but he's really good at, and I remember him telling me this, and I said, wow, I never realized he would do this. I would say that I like something. Okay, like I said, I'm not the, average female, whatever, so I don't like all that fancy stuff. And I remember one time I was wanting a steam mop. Because let me share with y'all, when you come in the King's household, you take your shoes off. We want people to be comfortable. Like I always say, you don't bring you don't bring dirt, period, in our house. And you don't bring your spiritual dirt, not up in here, because we work too hard to create an atmosphere of peace. So you keep your drama outside the door. I don't care who you are. You could be the Pope, you could be the preacher, you could be the pastor, you could be my boss, my CEO. You will take your shoes off because you coming in our home, right? So I'm old school, baby. I get that mop, ring out that mop, put a little pine saw in the water. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Got that hot water going or whatever the case may be. And I was like, I really would like a steam mop. I went to my friend's house. She had a steam mop. Time passed by. Guess what I ended up getting for Christmas about a year and a half later? My husband listened to me. He may not do the things right then, but he always surprises me with it. I done forgot about the doggone steam mop. It ain't something that I had to have because guess what? I'm old school. I came up in the Army where we actually had to mop and buff the floors. So I don't have no problem getting off and through there as long as I reach the objective. So listen to your woman, sir. Listen to her, because one of the biggest frustrations that I hear when I'm speaking to my girlfriends, whether they be single, married, they dating somebody, whatever, they in a marriage, is he never listens to me. Okay. Now coming back to me and my husband, my family, God has given me the spirit of discernment. Some of you all know that God allows me to see things in visions, not all the time, but baby, it's a certain way. My husband already know. He's been married to me for almost 25 years. I was scared to even share my gift with him because I thought that he was going to think I was crazy. And for a minute, I thought I was crazy. Like, wait a minute. What was that? Cleo? I forgot that lady back in the day. Seeing into the future. I didn't know what it was. I didn't even believe in that stuff, but whatever. So with that being said, I would often share with my husband. I'd be like, something about that ain't right. I done shared that with y'all. Somebody, and it didn't have to do with another female all the times. Sometimes it's like, something about that dude ain't right. Some little off, baby. And oh no, well, baby, they just like this. Oh no, that's because they going through this. You're not listening. You're not listening. Something is off. God didn't show me what was off. God let me feel that something was off. And sometimes when God would show me, even like when we was both in the military, he was in the military, baby, you might want to watch that NCO over there. Somebody, that dude ain't right. And no, baby, well, you got to understand. And I get it because my husband like to see the good in everybody. But being that I have this gift, not to say that I'm always right, but when God give me a gift and I express that thing, it's going to come to pass, and it has always come to pass. And sometimes God will share that with me for me to share with my husband to protect him. That's another thing, husbands. Your wife is telling you, because guess what? Just like y'all can see things that your wife can't see, just like y'all can see when a man is up to no good and he trying to be her work husband. Y'all know we can't stand these terms at work. That's some tomfoolery at its finest. I don't even participate in that, because baby, let me get off of that. Anyway, and stay on the mission at hand, because some of y'all cracking up laughing because y'all know how I can get. For the record, let me just say this. Don't ever call yourself Mr. King's work wife. We don't play that, okay? We don't play that. If y'all a co-worker to hear this, y'all might, we don't play them games. So with that being said, he may see some say, no, that dude is off. He ain't on, and no, baby, he don't know, baby. See, you tripping, because guess what? When you have your female co-workers and and vice versa. This is the thing we got to understand when we're in a relationship, especially in marriage. We are always on the fence. They tell us this in church. You got to be a watchman. You got to watch. Heck, Tyler Perry / Madea told us that. You got to watch. And that is true. God is going to share some things that I may not feel, but my husband may see. And guess what? My husband got a certain tone. So when he says something, not that he's trying to control, but he adamant about it. That's just like some of y'all growing up in a black household with a black mama. Baby, when that black mama says something in a certain tone, it shocked your whole core. You hear me? Your whole being, your marrow in your bones, because you know mama's not playing. And she ain't even got to have no attitude, be loud and ratchet about it. She just gonna call you by your government name, and she gonna tell you what it is. It's that same thing. Because when I say, baby, something about the person ain't right, that's how I say it. Oh, no, baby, and it always come to pass. It always come to pass. So listen to your wife. Listen to what she says she wants. Now, this is something. Russell Wilson. That's what I'm going to say that man named Russell. Yeah, because I was about to say Westbrook, but that's a basketball player. Russell Wilson and Sierra, right? His wife had an interview. Some of y'all may have seen this situation. That's why I said modern day. His wife had an interview and she spoke about the Waffle House. Now, I ain't know what was going on. All I know is something in some video and somebody was getting out of car and they was being surprised. I didn't even know it was her. You know, that's how much I be paying attention sometime. And I immediately went to the comments to see what was going on, right? People's like, well, he know he got better money like that. He know he could have took her to a better place. The first thing people always want to do is put their mouth on people's situation. Let me speak real quick to something that I know may come out tonight because it's in my notes. When you're too busy, when you are actually in your ministry and doing the works, and when I say ministry, I'm not just talking about in the church, okay? I'm not talking about just the walls. Whatever God has called you to do, your God-given purpose, when you are fully operating in your God-given gift and your God-given purpose of what God has placed you on this earth to do, then you ain't got time to be putting your mouth on everybody else. So what I'm learning, because I used to be this person or whatever. When stuff was messed up in my life, in my household, baby, guess what I would do? I would project on to other people and talk about and reflect and shine the light over there when I need to be shining to myself. I'm helping somebody on this morning. So when y'all got somebody, y'all going to work, y'all at work this morning, y'all listen to me, whatever the case may be. Baby, if that co-worker's bitter, that's because their life is bitter. Because if they was doing what God called them to do, they wouldn't even have the time. What? You are tired, okay? When you are really operating in your gift, your purpose, and your ministry that God put you on this earth for, you too tired to be worried about what somebody else got going on. All right? So I'm just throw that plug in there to prepare y'all for tonight's show. Because, baby, y'all going to have to clutch y'all pearls and put on y'all seatbelt. Because I'm going to say what God told me to say, whether you like it or not. And it's going to be a convicting word. Now, with that being said, everybody started downing this husband for what he was doing for his wife. Not even realizing that he did it because that's what he heard her say. He was listening to her. Even I seen men comment to me, well, it was probably his publicist or his PR people telling him, sir, why you salty? Why you big mad? Do you have a wife? Won't you go listen to what she wants? Won't you go listen to what she says instead of putting your mouth on this man who did something, actually listened to his wife, and he surprised her for her birthday? That man know he got money. That man know he could have took her to anywhere on this globe. You heard me? But he listened to his wife, and he shut down that whole restaurant. So kudos to you, Russell. And Sierra, it really seemed like you got you a good one, okay? Now, I'm not trying to, they pal couples, and I don't worship people. I don't worship people, but I will commend their works. So that right there, sir. Okay, now let's talk about the men real quick. Let's talk about the men. Women want to feel heard. Okay? She just want to feel like she heard. Women are tired of repeating themselves to you, sir, husband. That's why you think she nagging. If she repeating the same thing over and over and over again like a broken record, she's doing it because you didn't hear her the first time. And if you did, you can acknowledge that you hear her, or your actions should line up with what it is that she actually wants. If she says she don't want you spending all this money on flowers and all this kind of stuff, you can spend a whole $500 on some flowers. Because let me tell you this, I understand the hustle. For example, Valentine's Day. Baby, you can go in a grocery, you can go into Costco right now and you can get you 12 long stem, good quality roses for probably about $16. But baby, guess what's going to happen about Valentine's Day? Them same roses are going to be $250. Guess what's going to happen Mother's Day? Them same roses are going to be $150. Okay, so if she telling you that's not what she want, listen to what she telling you that she want. Good morning, beautiful. Y'all the one just came on, baby. She about as worse as me. Y'all need to go check her out too, because God got her walking her gift in her ministry. So I know she don't mind. Good morning, princess. Yes, ma'am. I'm talking about you, baby. She go hard in the paint about what God want to do, just like me. Now let's talk about this, because I said equal opportunity, right? So if we want to be heard as your wife and we tired of repeating ourselves like a broken record, we talk to the men. We talk to the men, right? He wants to feel like he respected. That's what he want to feel like. He want to feel like he respected. So you have to ask yourself, sis. You got to ask yourself, boo, are you respecting your man? Okay. Now, my husband brought some up on last week's show that I was like, ooh, that is so true. Look, I'm always with him, but definitely when he's right? So what respect may seem like what you hear your co-worker say, your male co-worker, because I used to kind of do this too to get male insight, but this was kind of this was way before I met my husband, because I would listen to the old heads talk to the younger men, and I would sit back and just let men talk. And see, this is our problem, women. When you get somewhere and shut up, you can learn a lot about how men think. I promise you. I ain't saying I ain't man. I'm a man. I was born a man. I was not. But baby, I think like a man. Okay? I think like a dude, because that's all I used to hear, how they would say, no, this right here, baby, I just sleep with her. Yep, I sleep with her. If she gonna give up all the goods, she gonna give up the money, she gonna give up the whole cow for free, baby, I'm taking all the milk. That's how men we used to talk that I would listen to. You see what I'm saying? But a woman who respects herself, that's the one that got the ring. Come on, I'm a teach up in here on this morning. So I brought that up to say this. You might want to be careful when you listening to your coworker who's a male at work, because what he view as respect may not be what your husband view as respect. Respect is not the same. Okay. So just like you, bro, sir, husband, you talking to your coworker and she's sitting up here telling you, well, you can listen to her and how she feel all day, but you ain't listening to your wife. But what you doing is you taking what your coworker saying, even though she may be married, y'all not in a romantic relationship, none of that kind of stuff like that. And then you trying to apply it to your wife. Your application is out of order. Okay. Because you're not married to her. You married to her. Got it? So when it comes to that thing called respect, have a conversation with your man, have a conversation with your husband and ask him, baby, what is respect to you? And I'm going to give a common day example. If you are from the South, if your family has roots in the South, one of the things that you could tell if a person is Southern or not, that is a dead coin giveaway. When they talk and respond, they're going to say yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. They're going to raise their kids to say yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. They're going to raise their grandkids to say yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. Typically, that is a Southern tradition. That is a Southern thing. And I know a lot of people say, oh, that come from slavery. Okay, bye. We ain't even going into that theologian. Okay, you trying to go too deep. I'm trying to make a point. All right. So that have to do with slavery, or is what some people say. And I don't do that, whatever. The core of what I'm saying is you hear yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. We taught our kids to say yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. Why did I teach my kids to say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am? Because my husband is from East Texas, okay? I wasn't required to say it growing up, but I did catch it when it was said, especially to elders, because you didn't see it was seen as disrespect. Now, in the North, if you from the North, a lot of people from the North that don't have Southern roots, y'all don't say that yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, whatever. Y'all frown on it. Y'all look down on it, whatever the case may be. And y'all may see respect in a totally different way. So, Shan, what are you saying? Respect can look totally different depending on who you are talking to. My husband cannot sit up in front of me and disrespect me and be sitting up here flirting with another female while I'm standing right there. I'm just letting y'all know. CNN International will capture this story, okay? We not gonna do that. Just like I wouldn't set up here and me and my husband view this as disrespect. I'm not gonna be letting no man flirt with me and my husband standing right there. Baby, I go flip mode. I'm not going to even take it as a compliment. I'm not even trying to see, I'm trying to see if I'm cute and I still got it because I've been married for 25 years because I know I'm cute and I know I'm still got it, okay? So I'm not even going to play with the Satan on that, okay? So with that being said, I'm not even going to disrespect my husband. And now you sitting up here trying to flirt with me. You see my husband right there because I was booed up with him. And then you going to, because now I'm mad because you done disrespected my king. And then yet again, you elevated, and I might be a CNN International news story. Y'all pray for your sister. So what I'm saying is, we like to be heard. Men like to be respected. But don't think that it's the same across the board. So with these little crazy conversations y'all got going on, if y'all putting it out there to seek understanding, that's one thing. But if you putting it out there to keep men and women divided, that's stupid. That's stupid. If you're putting it out there, social media is really getting on my nerves right now. It really is. It is not promoting unity. It is not promoting growth. That's probably what it was designed to do. Somebody just said it. I know I felt it in my spirit. We thought it was supposed to be for bringing together, but people are trying to quote unquote learn from the wrong people when it comes to social media. The disrespect, okay? So I encourage. This is Shan speaking. This is what God laid on my heart when I went before the Lord about tonight's topic. What is your ministry? What is your ministry? If you examine it, everybody around you is messy, you might want to fall back out of that because toxicity is not working in 2023. That is so old. That was before the pandemic exposed all the fake people that we got in the world. All right. So fall back and connect more so with God. Stop letting people tell you how, especially if they're not speaking life, that will help you sit back and think like, I'm going to use Princess because I already said her name, so I think I got permission. But, so if Princess is on, and I'm listening to her because I do listen to Princess as well, but she's on and she's sharing what thus says the Lord. Why are we in a place now, and I'm sure I'm going to bring this up on tonight's show as well, to where we don't allow ourselves to be convicted so we can do better? Why are we so defensive? Because we behind this keyboard, we think we can keyboard bully. People are crazy in the world today. Y'all better leave people alone. I don't know how many times I have said that because somebody will be crazy enough and unstable in all their ways and in their mental where they will stalk you and pull up on you. Okay? Then what you gonna do? Because you was keyboard bullying them. Leave people alone. Fall back. If you married, because this is what God has us doing. And God been having us doing this actually since 2019. And I did not even realize it to this year. Fall back and start ministering in my own home. Ministering to my children. Listening to my children. Or whatever the case may be. Because even with our kids, we complain about that. Why these kids ain't listening to me? But the word of God said, train up a child in the way that they should go. Some of us, we missed the ball when it came to training because we was too busy trying to be our kids' friend. And then when they don't listen to us, when they become a teenager, then that's when you want to be a parent. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I got 5 of them. I got 5 on it. I got 5 of them. And anybody can ever tell you my kids interact with me, baby, they don't disrespect. Because, baby, like I said, we as mothers, the way we was, let me tell you, I wouldn't disrespect my own mama to this day. And I'm 45 years old. I'm not going to disrespect her. Because I feel the spirit of snatching. Okay. When mama talk, everybody generally listen, especially when she's the backbone of that home and she don't have to repeat herself repeatedly. So if you feel like, what, Shan, I'm in this category that my husband ain't hearing me, my kids ain't hearing me, I'm a supervisor, my job, they ain't hearing me, I'm trying to minister across the pulpit, whatever. Fall back, sis. Go before God, sis, and allow God to show you, because God gonna show you, you're gonna see things, you're gonna hear things, and whatever. God, allow me not to listen to the garbage. God, allow me to listen to something that is going to actually make me grow, that's going to make me think, that's going to convict me to do better. Because we as a people have gotten really, I don't even know what term to use, but it's ridiculous when we don't want to work on bettering ourselves, but we feel more comfortable putting our mouth on everybody else, especially when they're trying just like we're trying. So brother, sir, husband, when you got you a good one, you better listen to her. Don't be thinking in your mind that, oh, I don't care how I treat her, what I do, how I dog her, whatever. I just buy her a little fancy, expensive gift every now and then. She gonna stay there. She ain't gonna leave and she ain't gonna go nowhere. Because that's a lie from the pits of hell. I'm not speaking division. I'm just speaking truth. So why are we not lining up with the word of God? A lot of people are starting not to believe in the Bible no more, whatever, because you got people that's out here preaching things when it comes to the Bible and they ain't living it themselves. But we got to get what we get for ourselves. We can't rely on the next person. Do y'all see what is going on in the world today? I cut on the news to listen to Jasmine Caldwell and Micah, who are here, and the team in the morning on the morning show, because I absolutely love them. You see what I'm saying? They do them. But I had to turn it off when the Today Show came on because of all this tomfoolery that's going on in the world. I need y'all to be real and quit being in your bubble to put your mouth on people. Get back to your own Jerusalem. Get back to your own ministry. I'm not trying to be, I'll pray for the people. I don't want to see nobody dying. I was just talking to my godmama's daughter. I don't know why I went here. God take me here and I'm going there. My goddaughter's mother, they are living in a different country. And I was like, I agree with her. I don't want nobody dying. I don't want children having to suffer. I don't want none of that. But what I've learned is instead of me being engulfed over her, because let me tell you what I know the enemy will do. I know this for a fact. The enemy will keep you occupied over here while they doing stuff over here. Okay, so there is so much going on in the world where my heart is crying out. You got Israel and Palestine, Hamas. You got our soldiers, and now they done put it out there so I can speak about it. They being deployed overseas in somebody else's stuff. You got stuff that's going on in Haiti right now. Did y'all know stuff was going on in Haiti? Did y'all know that there's a genocide that's going on in Congo as we speak? A whole Holocaust going on. It's a lot going on. They just talked about how people now want to be jumping on the Jews and the Muslims. And that's right here in the good old United States of America. What is going on? We're so focused on everything else that when we focus on everything else, our camp is left unguarded. Our home is left unguarded. Our marriages are left unguarded. Our ministries are left unguarded. And don't let nobody tell you, I don't care if it's the Pope all the way down. I don't care who it is. Don't let anybody get you caught up with saying, oh, in order for you to get in heaven, you got to do A, B, C, D, and E. The word of God already tells us that. We know what we're supposed to do. And one of the things is taking care of our own ministry. We're supposed to be taking care of our own home. We can't put that onus on everybody else. It's not up to the people in the church building to be teaching our children about God. It's not up to the people in the church building to be teaching our children how to pray. It's really not up to the people in the church building, honestly, to be teaching us about how we should be as husband and wife. I wish I would hear more of it. Because, I mean, we done got away from marriage conferences and all that stuff. So if you a leader, please pray about that. We wonder why people leaving the building in droves and things like that. We wonder why amazing men and women of God are leaving and they are just going out ministering to the people in their community. Why is our community so divided? That's why Kenya and I have our motto on our show. That's why God allowed me to come on to talk to you as individuals. I don't care if you're married or not. Maybe you desire to be married one day. We need to get back to us. We need to get back to ministry. We need to get back to what God has called us to do. A lot of us are out of order and we are out of position. We are out of order and we are out of position. So it's going to be a lot of convicting going on today. And if you don't want to, well, I don't even want to watch the show because I don't know what they got to say, then baby, go ahead. Go ahead and be stuck in CNN, stuck in the Today Show, stuck in everything that's going on because that's what we do. So we don't have to worry and work on ourselves. Our mental health is tore up. Our physical is tore up. Our emotions are tore up. We are tore up from the flow up times 20. Okay? Times 100, some of us. But as long as I can keep my focus over here while the enemy is turning up stuff over here. That's why a lot of our marriages are not making it. That's why a lot of wives are unhappy right now. And we tired of even putting on that mask. You know what I'm saying? Now, I can't say me and Miss King had ups and downs. We good. We coming up on 25 years of marriage. So we are good. So I'm not, she must be speaking about herself right now. No, I'm not. I'm actually not right now. But I've had my down days, just like my husband have had his down days, just like we've had our down days in our marriage. People are tired of listening to fake people. So examine yourself. Husbands, if your wife is telling you something, listen, because she's your helpmeet. That's who you stood before on the altar, or you was before the justice of the peace. Some of y'all got married through the internet. I don't know how that worked, but I know when we was in the military, people was by proxy stuff, some of that kind of stuff. But I ain't whatever. Or whatnot. However, what I'm saying is, listen to her, King. Listen to her, because if she's a good woman and she really got your back, she's not there to be a tool. She's there to be your helpmeet. She's there to pray. She's there. She's praying over you. She's making sure that you're good. When you wrestling and you got drink whatever in the night, baby, she praying over you. You waking up greasy and oily and don't even know what's going on because she got anointing oil all over. She get up walking around the house praying. Don't mess up a good thing. See, it ain't enough older men that's sitting up here teaching the younger men like it used to be back in the day that I would hear. You messing up. You messing up, sir. You messing up a good thing. So keep your mouth off your wife when you know you got a good one and she's trying to do the best that she can. Flip side, sisters, and I'm almost out of here. Learn how your husband like to be respected. Now, respect goes both ways because I want to be respected too. As my husband's wife, I want to be respected too. Because, baby, we are not two. We are one flesh. So disrespect over here. Disrespect is coming both ways. But men like respect. Don't respect your husband the way that somebody else's husband like to be respected by their wife. Have a conversation with your own husband. All right. So for those of y'all who came in late, baby, go on ahead, rewind, take it back to the beginning, whatever the case may be. Once I go off, join us tonight, Marriage Mondays with the Kings at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, where we are going to be talking about what is your ministry. What is your ministry? Get back into position. So if you're going to join us tonight, what I want you to think on throughout today is, what has God called you to do? What is your purpose? Because guess what? I'm going to just go ahead and say this and preface this, give you a little appetizer. The reason why the world is the way that it is today is because a lot of people are not in position. And I'm not talking about whatever your title is in the church. I'm talking about in position in your community, in position in your home, in position when it comes to what God wants you to do. A lot of people are out of position. Hence, this is what's going on. And I do know that we're just living out what the word of God say. We can't change it, but at least we can be in position. And a lot of us are out of position. So join us tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Marriage Mondays with the Kings on KRGN 98.5 FM The Rock. If you want to listen, you got internet, you at work, whatever the case may be, you can listen at mykrgn.com. Or if you want to watch the show, head on over to our YouTube channel. I need you to subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'm learning more about this stuff, right? So hit that notification so that way you'll be notified when we come on. Follow, whatever. They always changing up stuff, so figure it out. And join us tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So like I always leave y'all with this. Y'all be blessed. Don't let anybody steal your joy. Y'all be a blessing. This weekend, not a curse. Share this because it's free, because baby, it ain't gonna hurt you to share. You may not be going through, but somebody else may be going through, okay? So y'all have a blessed week and blessings to you.